everyone, welcome to MJS Coaching Football, and thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. Coach Sullivan here, defensive coordinator, and I hope that your 2021 season was as successful as ours was. In this presentation, in our 3-4, I want to talk to you about how we defend the boot versus a 21 personnel. It's going to be the GT look to the tight end, boot back to the X, okay? But we're going to do it out of our base 3-4 front, but our gray 3, which is a match quarters variation. So non-subscribers have to push that button because I've got playlists for all of this, right? So subscribers, it's the gray 3, the variation, right? Still match quarters, but it's got a little tweak, hence 9-on-9 football, right? So the key terms will be over here. There's a lot I'm not going to cover. So non-subscribers, that's the tease. Just push the button, right? It doesn't cost anything, and then you can have access to all of it, right? And then over here, I'll go through it in the diagram. I'm not going to go through the different ways they can arrive at the over or the post, right? Potential throwbacks to the running back, but I'll cover it enough so you have the general idea how we cover everything. But the most important is how we contain the quarterback. And that's going to be, as you'll learn, the biggest impact on our linebackers. So the first key term, the offense itself, right? It's 21 personnel, so 2 backs, 1 tight end. That's more of a run set. But when they employ 2 wide receivers, decent pass potential there, especially the boot. So they're going to see what we call offset weak, fullback offset away from the tight end, and they're going to execute the GT, booting away from the tight end. Okay, we call it boot X. Y, X. So in case you're just wondering, right? Z, tight end we call Y, the other wide receiver is the X. On the defense, right, number 2, the call is our base front 50, right, 3-4, but it's our gray 3, which is that match quarters variation. So here's the key. Gray 3 makes it 9-on-9 football. And how is it 9-on-9 football? The cornerbacks are man up on number 1. Right, boom, done. So I have the diagram here. On the snap, our corners stem inside, and then that's it. That's their world. Okay, they'll be alerted as to whether or not it's a run by the safeties. But for this presentation, obviously, it's not a run. It's going to be the boot. So that's how it's 9-on-9 football. Okay, the only way they'll get any help is if our safeties are finding work because they have no other vertical threats. Okay. And then number 3, the most important part of the presentation, the impact on the linebackers, and this is in gray 3. Okay, it is this specific. The widest linebacker, and that would be inside linebacker, has contained. So it's always a Friday. Front side, inside linebacker. Always. Okay, and why that's the case, non-subscribers, it's your lucky day. I'm going to do that with you on the diagram. Okay? But that's where the C diagram comes in. Okay, so over here now. Right? Before I get to the 9-on-9. GT. They got to sell it, which is easy because they're always doing the elephants on parade anyway. Right? Step down hinge, step down hinge. So they sell as much as they can. The GT look. So they just quick step down, hinge back, get back into the elephants on parade. Right? So the GT look, a little bit slower developing, okay, and that's where after our attached, right, on a tight end outside linebacker, knocking back, getting hands on the tight end, he's going to release on the boot. He's got the running back, okay, so that takes care of that part of it, right? So then now, let's first get to the 9-on-9 football. For us, and I'm not going to erase them like I do in other diagram subscribers, all right? I won't do that. So we can see how the potential for double help here, right, over the top. But for our purposes, the safeties know, okay, one is not an issue, is two vertical, because the number two's over here. Over here, number two's in the backfield. So the whip safety is just simply vertical help. So grade 3, right, how we get to, it's always Friday. So in this case, it's going to be the backer, right? And again, when we install grade 3 versus 21 personnel in the spring and preseason, right, etc., as I've said in other presentations, non-subscribers push that button. We also install how we defend the boot. Do it all at the same time, okay? So that way the players can piece together why it's always going to be a Friday. Because in grade 3, since the corner is not available, it's 909 football. When number 2 goes out, outside linebacker has to take it. Has to. Right? Corner's not available. Remember, 9-on-9. So that happens there, which means that inside linebacker's got to pull up the contain, and everything stays the same. For us, defending the boot starts with containing the quarterback, forcing him as soon as he gets around. Whoa! Right? He's got to be ready to throw the football. Don't give him a chance to get comfortable coming downhill, shoulders square, having gone through his read progression, and then the worst part, having a run-pass option. Okay? Don't give him that opportunity. That's how you defend the boot, in my opinion. Okay? Right? So the biggest aspect, because the corners aren't a part of it, anytime 2's out, that removes the outside linebacker. That's why it's always a Friday. Okay? Backside inside linebacker or the next inside linebacker, right? Now, subscribers, you know, if we check stack, right? So this linebacker is responsible for the over. So there's the under. Let's assume for now that number 2, the tight end, does the over. He has that. So then now, right, all the different possibilities will be put it in red. And run a go route, run a corner route, run a comeback route, run a deep out route, even potentially a curl route. The vertical help, right, is the safety there on top of it. So then now you got a high-low, right? Safety's the high coverage with inside leverage. The corner's also inside, but the low. Corner doesn't know, or we teach the corners, assume you have no help. So they keep inside leverage. Okay, for that reason. And then that's how it works. So then now, this safety, there's number 2. If they're running the over route, they'll be available, but they'll also be looking here because the number 1 should then be the post, should. Okay? But this could also be a drag, so checking 2 first. If 2's the post, free safety has it, so that would be there. If the number 2 tight end's the post, then 1 would be the over. So then that would be double covered between the inside linebacker and the corner. Right? If I have a really savvy veteran experience and or just pick things up, real athletic inside linebacker, and this person knows post, allow the corner to cover the other, now be secondary contain, something like that, sure, that's a possibility, especially if you've got a great running quarterback. But when you first teach it, no. Okay? Just take the over, whether it's number 2 or number 1, and when it's 1, you know you got help. It's double covered. That's all. Okay? This is an easy play for the safety when the tight end's the post. Easy play. So there's a chance we have double coverage on verticals, be it a post, and then over here, yep, absolutely, love it. But the impact on the linebackers is this simple in this grade 3 match quarters variation. Because 2's going to be out, it has to be a Friday. Okay? Front side, inside linebacker. So as I said at the beginning, thank you for watching MJS Coaching Football. I really appreciate it. Now, subscribers and non-subscribers alike, please, questions, reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com because I would love to talk football with you.